Okay, so we're going to continue to develop your understanding with regards to this technique. And the lesson before last, we've been working on the Swiss triplet, and then we moved on to the Flam accent number 1. And out of your some of the difficulties you had with regards to playing the Flam accent number 1, I had you just simply play alternating flams. Let's take this back. Let's just and that's what that's what happens, you know. Dick would just roll you through stick control, even though you didn't really play with this technique. He'd just get you through it, which is cool. And there is legitimacy, I believe, to that approach. But ultimately, it's like focusing on the true essence of the simplicity of the technique, which is exemplified in the faint and flam page. That really sets up the technique. That was something that Martinez pointed out to me, that the faint and flam, flam and faint, flam and stroke, and they're at the beginning of the library. Remember, the whole thing is chronologically organized, and there's a reason they're at the beginning, right? And so flam and stroke, faint, flams are an important part of learning this technique. Okay, so even without a metronome, can you play an alternating flam for me? Or flams? How would that look? Right away, what I see is a lot of hanging in the air, and this technique is all about it all being a wrist turn. Buddy Rich would say it's all in the wrist. He actually meant that. That wasn't just an offhanded comment, a catchy phrase. This technique really is all in the wrist, right? So that we need to feel, and the ups to a pure upstroke to a downstroke really provides that feeling in our body and provides an intellectual understanding of how the thing is really all in the wrist, right? Now you're turning for your first note, which can be appropriate based on whatever it is we might be playing. And it would really be a wrist turn, right? It would be a wrist turn. But what I'm trying to help you understand is this fundamental concept of letting the stick touch. See, it's wrist. Now you can call that a little turn. You can call it gravity. It could be one or the other. And we get this note. And we get this. Even though you see my arm moving, you don't feel the arm. It's all wrist. It's all, this part is wrist and this part is wrist. This part is wrist and this part is wrist. In traditional, even though I know you're not studying that and the pad isn't set up for it, you get the same kind of concept. You get a rotation or some form of, this is where it gets a little intriguing. So you get that. The upstroke is part of this motion. It's part of the thing, and it keeps it all in the wrist. Now, the gig is you have to get this part of it, and then you have to come back to the floor. And probably do it in this hand, too. Yeah, pretty good. Right? We're looking for that. And that way, there's no arm. It really is wrist. Keep it in the wrist. I'm not hearing your first note. So it's really simple, but there's all these little nuances that if you've been doing some other, if you've been playing another way for years and years, or other ways for years and years, and you've developed habits that aren't appropriate for this technique, it can be just a little confusing, but it's incredibly simple. We have this 3-finger grip, right?
Excuse me.
That's you. And so I'm not sure if your energy is really running from the thumb across to the other 2 fingers. It might look a little high. The thumb might be sending energy a little forward in regards to the grip. We really want this. Your other fingers, you see, yeah, now they don't need to crawl over. It's this. Even if I want to keep the other fingers nearby, it really is. It's a 3-finger grip. One, two. So we have this grip, and the stick is rocking through this 3-finger grip. Right? We consider the middle finger the fulcrum. So there's all of that going on. And so when we just turn our wrist for one note, that fulcrum potential always exists. But what we want to do is we want to just get this first note, this note. And there's all kinds of room to develop enough momentum to make a tap. See? Tap, tap. And hear it. Can you do that?
It's just I'm bending the wrist parallel. It's quiet.
Can you hear mine?
Yes.
Well, I can't hear yours. Do this. Do this. This. There. Now make a little tap. I can hear that. No, don't hear the tap. I just want the tap. See, that was better. Oh, no, I'm not hearing it. Do it on your drum. Do it on your drum. And let's check. Let's check to see what's really going on. Okay. Now, why can't you get that on the pad?
Well, I don't know. It's just quiet on the pad.
Might be the internet distance. Might be that snowstorm in Buffalo, man. We don't know.
Let me see. Try some different sticks.
Oh, it's not the sticks. If anything, you might want to try a different pad. Listen. Well, for those of you who might be listening right now while Joe is off searching, this is a lovely gift from my student in the UK. Beautiful gesture. And so this is like playing on a gel pad, somewhat akin to playing on a pillow. And Joe,
Yes.
I can, you know, I can take it from here if you want, you know. But the gig is supposed to have. Joe.
Yes.
Hey, go ahead.
How's this? Seems louder now.
Is that a heavier stick?
Well, it's a 5A. It's a VicFirth American Classic 5A.
So is that a heavier stick than what you were using? Doesn't look much bigger, but I told you plug to VicFirth. Dick Wilson would always have us go out. He's been around for so long, but these are American classic rock. VicFirth wood tip.
Can you hear that now?
There, I did. Okay, try with the other stick. It shouldn't make the weight of the stick. Well, I'll try. Let's see. I'll go get my Pro Touch. I think this is a Dick Wilson Pro Touch. It's a tiny little stick. And I get, let's see. Hold on. Listen. Hear it?
Yeah.
Tiny little stick. Shouldn't. Now check this out. This is my gel pad. Or I should call it, it's a Belgian reflex. Right? So this stick is more heavy, and pad is. Listen. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Still.
I can't hear it at all. I can't hear that tap at all.
Okay. From this end. There. Can you hear that? Pretty quiet, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you hear that little tap. You still hear it. Okay. Better.
This is. I'm using a Headhunter, a mini bop maple drumstick right now. So can you hear this upstroke?
Yeah. Is that the stick with the ribs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I used to play with those sticks. Whatever works for you, okay?
See, now I can. It seems like it's more audible now.
There? Nope. Nope. That might be the limiter. Might be the limiter. Not sure. I heard it a moment ago. There it is. Nope. There it is. Nope. Nope. Okay, so it might be the limiter. Because when you come down and I get a good strike, and the next one, which is the up, typically sounds audible. So we can't quite be sure. But you had a few good, you were successful more than a few times, right? So that's what we want to get. And we don't want to spend time waiting up in the air. It's one fluid motion, but it has to come back to the floor so we can start the process again. There you go. not bad. That's different than what you were doing. Okay, now put both hands together and play alternating flams. Have the discipline of dropping it from the floor, half an inch parallel beat to butt end. No, you're waiting in the air. Don't do that. It's not this. It's a tap and immediately follow it up. No, now you're turning. So you don't have the discipline to do it. You're not doing it. It has to drop. Isn't that fascinating? There it is. You don't get to wait up in the air. Now it's slow. So if it's that slow, and maybe it's too slow to require an upstroke. Let's find out. Click, you're like click, so it's you're here and here, you're here, 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 here. No, there's enough time for an upstroke. If it's really slow, then you don't make an upstroke. You just let it drop, and then you could go up. See? You let it drop, but you don't let it drop if it's so slow and wait up here. If it's really that slow, you let it drop and throw. Drop and throw. Try that. You don't have to make it an upstroke. It's the first note is a tiny pianissimo tap. No, you went right up. No. You're not getting what I'm saying. There you go. Yeah, no, just make the first tap and wait. Okay, now go on up. Right. Let's see, where do I wait when I do that? I'm still half an inch. I'm waiting right there. See where it waits? Here. So you get this, and you wait there. There's a little movement here, isn't there? Watch. Yeah. Tiny. This is the subtle stuff. Again. And mine feels like it goes, look, it's just a turn and it's waiting. It doesn't look like there's a lot of lifting it up from the surface involved. It's just a turn that does this. See? It does come up, watch. So watch this part of it. Now watch this part of it. Okay, now make a throw. Do that, and now throw. There you go. That was a good one.
Should I come up?
That's it. Tap, and you come up. Wait a moment after you tap. You don't want to wait. You don't want to experience that, because that's foreign to you. Okay, can you put them together and do that? Nice and slow. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah, at 40, playing square notes, there's barely an upstroke. So put the metronome, no, you're waiting in the air. Put the metronome on at 40. Yo.
For some 5As that are intact and so splintered.
You have to be prepared for these TV productions. Even though it's half Canadian, half American.
That's right.
You've got to do your part at that end. come up to the ceiling, come up to the ceiling. You don't have to come up right away, you just drop it. The tap is played from parallel. It's pianissimo. Pianissimo in this technique is played, you don't turn to the ceiling because we get volume via how high we turn, and we don't want volume right now. We want pianissimo volume. You're lifting it up, so you don't have, there, that's a good one in the right. Now you go up. You drop it and you wait. There you go, good in the right. Don't be afraid to cock your wrist once you turn it. You have to turn to the ceiling. You drop the right.
You want me to wait as I drop it, right? So you want that.
You have to feel that.
And I come up.
You have to feel that. The timing of the speed of the accent will determine whether or not, will determine the timing of the upstroke. It'll guide you. Let it teach you. Once you understand this technique, it'll be self-evident. No, you're listening to the ceiling. You don't really have pianissimo. There you go, you got one in the right, but then you didn't really cock your wrist. There you go. Let's let it drop now. Cock your wrist. Cock your wrist. There you go. Nope, you lift it. You don't have that feeling. Come on. Oh, you can get a few in a row. We're going to increase the speed. There, good in the right. No, you lift it in the left. And you crept up. Drop it in the left, then go up. Drop it. Now, no, you went up right away. Drop it in the left. Don't go right away. Drop it in the left and wait. Okay, play half this speed. Play half this speed.
Okay.
Nope, you lift it up. You lift it up. There you go. Nope, you came up too soon. Look, you're waiting in the air. No, you're waiting in the air. At this speed, it would be this. Tap. Do we tap? Let's see. Tap, 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 tap. Look, why are you coming up? Tap, look. Tap, tap. They would look like that. Try it. That's the discipline of this technique, but it's just half the effort, twice the speed.
Yeah.
Because it's all in the wrist. The up is for free. Not just letting it drop. And you're being in the air. Yeah, let it sit like that for a minute. There you go. Now come up for a throw. The other one drops. Just let it drop. There you go. No, don't come up. Don't come up. Don't come up. Yeah, one really good one. Let it drop. Now you can come up. Let it drop on the right. Now you can come up when you're ready. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh, you lifted in the right. It wasn't a real tap. It was louder than it. A pianissimo appoggiatura. It's an appoggiatura. There you go. Nope, you're coming up. Just glued into your head that if you're going to make a quiet note, you've got to go up. Why? No, you didn't go up, but you turned to the ceiling. Now you turn to the ceiling. Turn to the ceiling. Let it drop. Let it drop. It just feels like you're dropping from parallel. No, you just let it drop. You just let it drop. You don't have to do that extra little bit. That was pretty good. Let it drop, let it drop, let it drop, and don't come up. Let the right drop and don't come up. There you go. Let the left drop, don't come up. No, you didn't let it drop. Let the right drop, don't come up. Okay, now double the speed. Now there'll be a little of that. You're barely even so slow still. No, you're turning to the ceiling. You're turning to the ceiling. You're turning to the ceiling. Nope, coming up right away. Let it drop. It's letting it drop. letting it drop. No. There you go. Let it drop. The tiny tap. There you go on the right. There you go on the right. Let it drop on the left. There you go. See? There you go. You got it. You had it. You had it. Okay. Okay, you're like down at this speed. We'll take it up just a little more so that it becomes a definite up. And then you're just going to work on this because I could sit here. This is what you need to be me when you're not with me. You need to look in the mirror, look at your hands, in the return of your monitor, and be honest with yourself. There you go. No, you lifted the left, and you know it too. At a certain point, watch, Joe. You got though. At a certain point, this feels different than this.
Absolutely.
Feels different than this. This feels different than even this.
That's right.
All right. So you're not totally getting it. You're not always feeling this, because if you do this, it would feel weird. It's just this, this, over and over. You keep it in the wrist. Keep it in the wrist. Keep it in the wrist. That's what it'll feel like. It won't feel like any of it. It'll feel all feel like a wrister. This feels like a wrister. Doesn't feel like any of this. Any of this. Remember, it can be a little flick. Gotta get that up. See, the up is part of the motion. Here's the motion without an up. Stroke. It's just an up motion. Watch. Just watch. See, it's all in the wrist. Now watch. See, that it's part of this. It taps as it goes up. Here it doesn't tap, but it could. Here it does tap. It's an up. Yeah, you got to tap as you go. First, you got to get the tap. Okay, now put the metronome up to 52. What would it look like there? See, barely, it's so slow, but then up, 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 up. Part of the motion. It's getting better. You're not rushing the up so much. Now you wait. Okay, now put it up to 60. It's getting better. Put it up to 60. You're just going to have to really dig in on this. You're going to have to dig deeper, Joe. This technique really involves this meditative contemplation, right? So here we go. Now it really isn't up. So twice the speed, it's really in a but it doesn't change. Go ahead. 60. Don't have to jump up right away. You can do a little tap. No, remember how it feels like. It's part of the motion. Now just make throws. Now just make throws without the upstroke. Now there's a motion. Now add the upstroke. You just let it dip and touch on the way up. No, it's part of the motion. You're playing another timing of stroke. You're not playing the stroke. No, now you're lifting. Go back to plus. There you go. No. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Watch. Okay. So it's going to be It doesn't look much different, does it? That's here's the upstroke. Do it like this. Now I'll just make throws. Watch. Now I'm going to let it drop. It's just like making a throw. You see how similar it is? It just feels like this. Or twice as fast. One and a two and a one and a two and a one and a two and a one and a two, one and a two and what was I doing? One and a two and a then I went to triplets. Watch this, watch. Nothing really changes, does it? Nothing changes. It's just this motion with this little note. So it's pianissimo, and it's part of the overall motion that we're making. I'm asking you to make. Okay? Right. So you're just going to have to, so at 60, try one more time to see if you can get, because that added another dimension to it, where you go from just playing downstrokes to incorporating so that there's only an up motion, and then you incorporate the upstroke. They're almost identical. Up motion, upstroke.
You want to play the alternating flams right now?
I want you playing throws. Now just make the up motion, make it an upstroke. Nothing really will change. You just let it drop. He's just freaking you out, isn't it? No, you have to let no. It's not that. That's another thing, which is cool that you can do that. See, that's where this will go. No, it's a flam. No, it's not a separate note. Okay, let's do it with one hand. Let's
Okay,
just.
you want, okay, so what you're saying is, because if I'm going to add the upstrokes, it's going to turn into flams then.
That's what it should do, but that's not what's happening.
Okay, so
You can.
here's just the up motion to downstroke.
You got it. Not bad throw. Your throw's gotten a lot better. Now just let it drop.
A lot over the last couple of days. It's getting better. Oh. So,
Add the little note by letting it drop. It'll feel. You'll see. Oh, almost. No, you're turning. You're not just. You changed the motion. There you almost. Almost. Try it with one hand, and then we're going to move on. Try it with one hand. No. No. Maybe you can. Can you do it with one hand? Yeah. So you're just doing this. Just doing this. No, it's just this. And when you're ready, you're just going to let it do this. Instead of this, it's going to do this. Wait, what's happening? There you go. Why can't you do that in both hands? You'll have alternating flams. It'll feel more like that. That's all. It's going that, the other way. Now just play. Now make it a throw without a note. There you go. Now add the note. Now have to turn to the ceiling. Lay down. Don't go yanking your arm up first. Add that note. There you go. Now I put them together like that. What it'll feel like. No, don't turn to the ceiling. Just play downstrokes for a minute to get the feeling. It's coming along. Just downstrokes. Just downstrokes. Just downstrokes. And when you're ready, all you have to do is let the thing get to touch. You're so close to the surface, you can't help but make a note. Thank you, Murray Spivack. No, you're lifting to the ceiling. You don't need to. You're playing much too loud arpeggiato. There you go. Almost. There you go. You got it. Ah, now go back to just downstrokes.
Because it's a matter of getting like that happening when you play the Grace that arpeggiatura. Getting that drop. Feeling that.
Yes.
It's a subtle. It's a really difficult thing to master. It can be. It's obtainable. It just takes a lot of work getting it together.
Yeah.
I'll throw, and then I'll get into the alternating flams.
Oh, don't lift. Don't lift. See why the foot is so important? Don't lift. Don't lift. You just get, just like a throw. It'll feel very much like a throw. Instead of going up around this Richard Martinez fixed point in the universe, you're letting it drop. But we're still moving around a fixed point in the universe.
Yeah, absolutely.
But don't lift it up, or you're not moving around a fixed point in the universe. Now you're doing this. That's like playing two strokes. I want you to feel this. Okay, now you're getting the idea now. Okay? Now let's go back to the Flam accent number 1. Let's reinvestigate that stroke. And as I've explained, that's the coolness of how these strokes and Murray Spivack's library connect and assist in terms of helping us explore these, what are the 7 basic strokes. I will continue to talk. Well, you're supposed to have that ready. So Canadian, come on. This is, this is showbiz, Hollywood, lights, camera, action.
Oh, it's like a little bit cinema verite, right?
Fellini going on, quite frankly. Okay, so what we have happening here is these strokes are helping us to learn the library, and strokes in the chronological strokes in the library, chronologically organized strokes in the library, assist us in revealing to ourselves whether or not we really understand, for instance, what you just learned. Now, there are only 7 basic strokes. What you just learned is which of the 7 basic strokes?
Oh, we got the it's the single stroke is happening in there from the appoggiatura to the main note. So we got the Murray Spivack single stroke, combination of the up and down stroke.
It's a single stroke.
That's really what it is.
Yeah, I know. Right. That's it. Now do you have it? You're getting it, and it's now you can play alternating flams with that approach technically. Now the Flam accent number 1, if I recall, is going to have some of that going on. Right? And Flam accent number 1, incidentally, for those of you who are nerdy enough to care, follows in the Spivack library the Swiss triplet. Okay. That aside, now we've got a flam. Let's analyze it. We're in 6/8. And we have a flam, so we know we might be in a direction of so look at the stroke. Where would the upstroke, if it was fast enough? Don't play. That wasn't too bad, although you waited, but you dropped it.
Well, on the, because we're in 6/8, so like on beat 2, you would have that drop and then followed by an up motion, which would lead us to the main note on beat 4.
Okay, very good. So you got that. So we have a right flam, and the right flam is going to include a little turn and a downstroke. all in the wrist. So it's flam, then an up, then a little wrist. Now you got me waiting, but it's remedial. And then there's two little taps. Tap, tap, up. Now the left is going to go tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up, tap, tap. Now I know there's no accent, but I think we should incorporate an accent on this. Tap, up, 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 up. Maintaining that. Okay? Try it. No metronome. I want the motions. I want the taps. I want the throws. This is all about the motions being correct, not about playing it fast. Now, I want to hear the notes, so those little taps, now you're allowed to turn to the ceiling a tiny bit. Right? Now the left is going to go tap, tap, up, tap, tap.
So you want to tap there like, and then
up.
motion. What about say releasing it there from parallel and then coming up?
I don't know. You were just playing it properly. You're playing it pretty well. It's as I described. Let's keep this simple. Whether your question is relevant or pertinent, I'm not sure. But let me just simplify.
Okay.
This is how I'm thinking about it. I make a downstroke with I make a downstroke without waiting in the air. So I make a downstroke. So sorry. Then I make an upstroke, which is not going to the ceiling. Tap, and I make two taps in the right. Right? So it's that's your up. Up. Now if it's really slow, it won't be, but I'll play it fast enough so it'll kind of be. Up. Two taps. Up. Two taps on the left. Up, sorry. It's so slow, it's describing it, but it's cool. Up. Tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up. So one hand is just doing this. Up, tap, tap, 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 up, to all of it's happening. Tap, tap, up, 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 tap, tap, up. That's all this. No, you're playing three taps that are turns. I'm going tap, tap, up.
Yeah, that's right.
There! And you don't need to wait in the air, but I know you're showing me. You got it. Play it without a metronome. Both hands. Good. There you go. Not bad. Metronome at 40. Good job. Yeah, man. It's not that big a deal. how solid that sounds. Up, up,
Yeah.
up, up. It's got a roll to it, doesn't it? Actually has a physical lilt. There's a motion, and your motions are connected to notes. So you're making music through these motions. Okay, then I'm going to put the metronome up to 52. Let's see what happens. Up, up. Don't yank the beat up. Stay nice and low. Okay, now put the metronome up to, what is it, 58? I don't know. Put it up to, well, I had you at 52 there?
Yeah.
So put it up to 60. Nice and low. Now you're not coming to the floor in the left. You've lost coming to the floor on your throw in the left. That's what you have to be able to do. There you go. Be right close to that floor. No, right, didn't come to the floor. Much better, Joe, much better. Okay, go ahead and put it up to 72. Let's see what happens. How to come to the floor, though. That tempo is maybe your top tempo, because if you're not coming to the floor, it's a bust.
You go to 72?
72. Come to the floor, not come to the floor. Beats are stopping here somewhere. You gotta come to the floor. Floor, 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 floor. You gotta come to the floor. Nope. Okay, show me a downstroke in the right. Show me a downstroke in the right. Coming to the floor. There. That's what has to come down to, right to there, every time. Okay, so 72. There you go. There you go. Okay, so you have to concentrate on the floor. As soon as we got to 60, floor started to disappear. Now you're floating around. Now you're not really moving around a fixed point in the universe because the beats are up here somewhere. Now you're moving around somewhere up here. This is very simple if you can learn to come to the floor and make this motion, let it drop, make a motion, play a couple taps. This is nothing. This is nothing. It's actually very simple, you see. Surprisingly simple. Now, we're going to reverse engineer Murray's chronology. Let's go back a stroke, because this stroke has been hanging you up. And it's going to incorporate something else, another one of Murray's single or 7 basic strokes. Okay, so look at the Swiss triplet. Now the Swiss triplet is playing with different sticks, is that it? Okay, now the Swiss triplet is now, well, let's see. We're playing the Swiss triplet. We're playing the Swiss triplet. Let's see. How could we do this? play it like this. So I'm making a throw and a tap.
Yeah, you got that wrist
Like
release.
that.
You got that wrist release happening. You got the main note. I noticed you were doing this.
Yeah, I'm using the momentum of the throw to make it a little tap.
Huh.
If the throw is correct and you land at the floor, it's to oh, yeah, the right's doing it, the left isn't doing it. No, the left is doing this. You know, I'm exaggerating, but it's supposed to be ah, ah, ah. It's that little bend, the little follow through. It's capturing the momentum. No, you're right. You do it in the right. Do it in the right, so it'll teach your left. That's not what you were doing. Now you're making. What are you doing? No, it's this. Ah, 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 ah. There you go. Do that in the other hand. That's what you're not doing in your left. So you can do it. Teach your left, let the right, teach your left. No, just with the left. No, just with the left. No, don't jump ahead. Make a throw and make that little tap in the left. Not the right. No, just the left. Just Joe. Joe. Okay. Just the left. Look how flat you are. That's good. No. It's not an upstroke. It's a throw to a tap. Now your throw's good enough that you have enough momentum, you can make a little tap. You got to stop at the floor. Show me a throw at the left. Not at the floor. You're not coming to the floor. There. Do it again. There. Now let it tap after that. Next one. Do it again. No, not on the way up. No, right after you make your downstroke. It's a follow through. Go on up, make a downstroke, stop. No, it doesn't start with a tap. It's an up motion. See? A tap.
Yeah, but
You have it in your right. This is just the technique's messing with your mind. It's not me. Don't blame me. Blame the technique. And tap. And you're going to use the follow through to get a tap. And tap. You don't feel the follow. No, you're not getting it. You do it in the right. Watch. It's a throw and a follow through. Throw and a follow through. Throw and a follow through. Tap. There you go. Come on, it happens right after. It goes tap, tap. No. Tap, tap. No, it follows through right away. Like your right did. No, do this. Okay, watch. Dot, dot, dot. You're going dot, 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 dot. I think 16th notes. Dot, 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 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 1 There you go. 1 and you're not at the floor. 1 No, it doesn't go bouncing up. It's a downstroke with a tap. You do it in the right. There it is. There it is. Now, oh, you stopped up in the air. First one has to land on the floor. Nope. Okay, stop in the air. No, you're ruining your follow through. You're destroying your momentum. And not a tap. See, the momentum comes from landing at the floor. There you go. Put them together. Put them together. No, you stopped high. Put them together. You got it. Put them together now.
all right.
No. No, there's no upstroke. You're all...
Isn't the left supposed to be like a throw?
Yeah, what you were just doing. Watch, just do this. We'll go back to just throws. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Keep doing 1 and 2 and gotta count with me. 1 and 2 and 3 and
4 and 1 and
2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and let it follow through now. And let that follow through.
and
Play the flam. Play the little extra note. Oh, no. Almost. But it's supposed to be a throw with that little tap, like your rights do. No, just a throw. You don't lift up the left. You play from the floor. Once you land, you turn from where you landed. Okay, watch. The left is doing this. The left is doing this. And I want this. Like your right is doing. That's all. You got this. You just don't know it. Piece them together and don't let the left turn to the ceiling. It's that follow through. And you'll have this. This will really help your playing, man.
I hope so.
There you go. Come on, concentrate. Left, let's follow. Left doesn't turn to the ceiling. It just follows through. From parallel. You don't turn to the ceiling like the right is doing.
That's hard. It's a tricky bit. I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to add that.
Watch. Do them together. Do them together. There you go. Now keep the left doing that and separate the right. And then the right's gonna make its throw. Right land. Okay, do this. Watch. Watch. Left is, and maybe if we turn it around, your right will freak out. We don't know it yet. So we're just gonna do this. The right, left, got to make a little tap. You see what I was doing? Where's the tap in the left? Tap in the left for the flam. Don't turn. It's a little tiny no. Better. Come on. There it is. There it is. No, right, just making one throw. There it is. Right just makes one throw. No, the right just lands. Right, no, stop making an upstroke. The right's just doing this over and over. I think Dick Wilson would start to get kind of the right just, you're not going to start screaming at me. Oh, I want you to stay with what? Just chill out. No, I don't know what you're doing. The left is just doing this. I mean, well, that's another stroke unto itself of some sort. So you need to be able to play that. Play it. And then you'll be able to put the other hand with it. Now this goes triplet. Left is making a throw and a little tap follow through. And the right just makes one throw. No, doesn't make an upstroke. There's no upstrokes here. There's no up. The left has to start with a downstroke. Then it's that little tap will be the flam. And then the right, no, there it is. There it is. Take your time. Throw, tap. Come on, use the momentum. Stop lifting that stick up. There it is. No, there it is. There it is. See, that little follow through is the tap where the trace the flam. Stop turning your left to the ceiling. Stop turning it to the ceiling, you'll have it. You're really close. No, you don't get to the turn to the ceiling. Once your left makes a downstroke, it turns from where it stops. No, it stops and goes forward. A little bit like an upstroke. It's got some of that quality. It just turns from there. No, it just turns. No, you don't go up. Yeah, it just turns from there. And make a little turn on the left. Little turn from there. There. No, it's not an upstroke. It's just a little turn from parallel like an upstroke. So make a throw on the left. No, make a throw on the left. Just the left. Now play from there, a little turn. No, don't go up. You know, you don't want to just turn and you want to go up and turn. There. Now make a throw and a little turn. That's it. Look, the arm's not moving. Yeah, now you go up. Arm's not going to move to make a follow through. It'll spoil it. There it is. And just add the other hand. Da, and when you tap, that's your appoggiatura for the flam. Add the right. There it is. No, no, no. It's going to start left. Real slow. Yeah. No, you're turning up to the ceiling again. Watch. You could do it this slowly. Watch. I'm going to let this drop. I'll take time to think about it. I'm going to raise this because it's going to drop just ahead. I'm going to drop this. So I'm going to raise because it's going to be my budget. You can take your time. I know this is just going to drop from there, so I have to raise this because it's going to get there just ahead. It's going to drop. You have to raise the right, so the left. Oh, there it is. It's just going to drop from there. That's it. Why are you lifting so soon? Let it drop. That's it. Now let the right drop. Now let the right drop right now. There. Do that again. Don't know. Left's got to start. And it's going to drop right from there. And now the right's going to drop. Yeah. There it is. Got it. Break it down, man. Let's go deeper. Do it again. You got this. No, it starts left. For what we're doing. And it's going to drop, and the right's got to be prepared. It's got to come in just after the little drop. And now the right's going to drop. Now put them together. Drop. Just ahead of the right, which drops. Da, blah, da. Do it again. No, starts left. No, you lift, you didn't do the drop. No, you have to make a throw to a drop. That's it. No. Little drop. Yeah, just ahead of the right, and it drops a little. That's it. Hard for you to do, and yet you'll realize it's nothing.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Nothing. Go the other way. Go the other way. So now the right's going to start. It's going to drop, so the left has to prepare, and it's going to drop. I don't care if you want to break it down. The right's going to drop, and then the left is going to make it down. No, now we're starting right. You got that. Now get the left ready to come down so the right drops just in ahead of it. You turn. Yeah, there you go. If you let the left drop and get the right a little sooner, da da da. Now go ba da da. That's right. Keep it going. That's slow. Now just watch. You're gonna have to work on this yourself. Oh, no, I can't do it. way, because you're having problems with Swiss triplet, which is totally cool. Must be a Canadian thing. I don't know. You guys, maybe that's maybe it's a regional thing of some sort. The Swiss triplet. I'm kind of kidding around. Hey, you guys love the snow. It's a Swiss triplet. It's one of the Swiss strokes. This is right up your alley. You're next to Buffalo, for crying out. You got to raise the left. Got to do the little drop in the left.
Yeah, but I think I never ever, when I learned this Swiss triplet way back when, I didn't throw for the, say, the let counts or beats 3 and 6.
That's not how Murray or Dick would teach it.
Yeah.
It's all even. Da 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 blah 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 da blah 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 blah. Ooh. Or yes, or you could play it without a throw. You can do it that way. But I want to teach you the throws. You can't throw. Well, you can now, but you want to raise your left. Come on, so raise your left.
Okay.
And then it drops. And notice they're all going to sound. That's what the right's doing. They're going to sound even, aren't they? Da blah da da blah da. Say it. Da blah da.
Blah da.
Keep saying it. Da blah da.
Blah da.
Oh, it doesn't go da blah. It goes da blah da.
Blah da.
Oh, lifting your left after your first note.
So,
Oh, left has it.
blah da.
At your left, you went It just goes Almost there. You don't have to lift the left up, just like you're not lifting. Not just it lands and you feel the momentum. You can feel the momentum, can't you? I know you can. Almost. Right really feels it. Your right goes, yeah, and then it rolls down. The energy continues. That's what the left does. Oh, has to start with the throw. No, you're not following through with the energy. You just need almost. There you go. Maybe you just need to do it slowly, piece like that.
I'm gonna have to break it down like that to get it.
Okay, but when you do, you'll really have access to rebound potential, right? Because this is a cool way to help you get the Swiss triplet. And you did very well with the Flam accent number 1, okay? So this is the essence of what is the Murray Spivack Richard Wilson technique. Yeah, that's what you want to feel. Yeah, and the little tap isn't enough. It's just a follow through. Make a really big throw. Make a really big throw. And let it follow through. No, don't go up right away. Da 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 da. Da. I'm going to break that out as an exercise. Da 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 da. 1 and 2 and do it again. 1 and say it. Count. 1. Count out loud.
And 2.
No, why are you going up so soon? You're going to end up like this again. That's what Murray would call the gooseneck. Don't want a gooseneck. There you go. That's all it is. That's it. Now this time go 1 and 2. 1. No arm. It's just a throw. There you go. 1 and 2, and it would go blah da blah da blah da blah blah da blah blah. Right? You got it. You've got this. The no gooseneck. Murray will not.
Kevin, I want to ask you something. How Richard Wilson? You said Richard Wilson had introduced the idea of bouncing the upstroke. Isn't this the same? Is this the same thing as what we're doing right now?
Well, this is more in the direction where we're not really adding muscular force. I mean, we can call this, it gets vague, but essentially, we're just letting the stick drop. It's gravity. You could call this a wrist term. Whatever it is, that's not bouncing the wrist on the upstroke. We're not there yet. But this is the lead up.
Okay.
Because bouncing the wrist on the upstroke means you have to understand an upstroke, which you barely understand. You're just really getting your head around an upstroke. There. Now you're getting an upstroke. Now you'll have the potential to do what it is you're talking about, Richard Wilson having mentioned, right? And we're not going to go there because I don't want you to expand your mind until you understand what it is I've just taught you. Why would you be searching for something else on top of this when you're just on the cusp of not getting this?
Yeah, exactly.
You're a good teacher yourself. So that's cool. That's where this is going, though. Okay? In a sense, there's a chronological development to all things upstroke. Much better, though. If you can just break the Swiss triplet down in the way I described, you've got the Flam accent number one. Now you want to lock it in. And the alternating Flam was tough for you, right? But it came. So you lock this in, and the next time I see you, then this is what will happen. As the more of these pieces you put together, enable me and us to move forward more quickly.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's like, good, done that, been there, been there, done that. Now we can expand on that. But not until you really feel what are these simple, basic strokes. It really is. Well, that was the famous pianist who talked about Mozart. He said Mozart is too easy for children and too difficult for artists. Leave you with that.